You gotta keep on breathing if you wanna make sense of it all. We will not fall.
Take a comfortable seat and just roll the shoulders back and down. And just take a nice deep breath in, lifting the arms up. And as you breathe out, just let those arms float down, letting go of your day so far. And then come into Surya Mudra, which is thumb and ring finger, placing those backs of the hands down onto the knees. Maybe closing the eyes or taking a soft gaze. Just sitting tall, relaxed, comfortable, easy pose, Sukhasana. Find the steady flow of your breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. Equal left, equal right on your inhale. Equal right, equal left on your exhale. As your breath anchors you into your surroundings, onto your mat, it brings you more present with your physical body. Just being aware of how you feel today, and just giving yourself a body scan all the way from the crown of the head, down through the spine, the arms, the hands, into the hips, the legs, the knees, and the feet. And each time we come to the mat, we respect, we honor our own physical presence, our range of motion, our limitations, and choosing options and modifications that are most suitable for us at that time. And we have a miracle body. And think about how remarkable you are. You have lungs to breathe, eyes that can see, and a brain that comprehends, and a soul that feels. Every system in your body is a work of art. And what a glorious honor to be a human being with thoughts and feelings. Believe that you are a gift to this world, and appreciate every and each body function and emotion that you experience. And start each and every day with a renewed sense of awe for yourself. With those words in mind, draw an intention for your practice today of what you need the most, what benefits you wish to receive and take away. Maybe focusing on our theme of inner and outer strength, resilience, and regulating our nervous system, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. And this is a minimal cues practice, so I won't be talking a lot through the practice. So you can always just glance up to look at the posture if you're unsure, but try to focus on your own practice rather than watching the screen. Maybe closing the eyes at opportunities to really take the awareness inwards. Take a breath in. And exhale, release the mudra. Feel the palms open, receptive, welcoming for your practice. Wiggling the fingers, moving into the wrists. Give the hands, the wrists a little shake out. Release any pent up energies. And just squeeze and stretch. Think about the inhale, stretching, and the exhale, squeezing. And then let's take that into a Bhastrika breath. So our inhale will rise and our exhale will pull down. And they are forceful breaths where you can hear your own breath, Bhastrika. So taking a breath in and out to prepare. We inhale up. Release that down. Take a moment to regulate. And let's do that once more. We won't do 3 rounds today, we'll do 2. So we inhale on the up. Inhale and exhale to prepare. Breathe normally. Regulate heart rate and breath. And let's lift the knees together. And just give yourself a big hug this morning. Dropping over the knees, letting the head, the neck, the spine release and soften. Rolling up. And let's keep the feet out in front of us for our slow roll downs through the spine. So bringing the feet to the front of the mat. And let's roll it down. Inhale up. Roll it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Keep that going. Last one, we come all the way down to the mat, squeeze the knees into chest. Cycle twists here, hands interlace behind the back of the head. Left elbow, right knee. And release. Draw the knees in. Legs go up to the sky. Scissor legs, one lowers. You can toe tap the knee with a bent knee. Lowering the leg, just hovering it a few inches away from the mat and scissoring the legs in the change. Maybe lifting head and shoulders off of the mat, reaching fingertips towards the end of the mat. And release, draw the knees in. Open out the hips. Give yourself a little release into the hip joints. And if it's comfortable to do so, snail to half boat roll-ups. Let's do 3 of those. Last one, coming up and holding. Swing the legs around to tabletop. Find your cat and cow with toe tucks on your cow and press ups with your cat. Knees slightly raising away from the mat. Inhale cow, exhale cat. And pull that back into active child's pose, up onto the fingertips. Twisted child's pose to the right. And center, twisted child's pose to the left. Bring center, active child's pose once more, reach away, exhale, little deeper. Bring yourself back up to tabletop. Bird dogs, right leg goes back, toes tuck. Lifting up left arm, right leg, reaching it away. Draw knee to elbow. 4 times. Last one, reach it back to tiger. Back to tabletop, left leg. Bird dog 4 times. Last one, sweep it round to tiger. Back to tabletop, thread the needle, left arm goes up. You might like to reach your right arm forward or into a bind. Back up, open up that left side. Right arm lifts up, thread it through and under. And either stretching left forward or coming into the bind. And sweep that right arm back as you open. Hands come down. Take a melting heart pose here. Release into the lower back and the chest. Come onto the forearms for a forearm plank. Tucking toes if you wish to. Moving to a variation of side plank. Right arm. Bring it back. Moving to forearm side plank on the left. Bring it back and lower all the way down into prone. Take a rest. Breathing deeply, letting the heart rate settle before continuing. Wide cobra. Hands outside of your mat, press ups. And staying into circles. No dancing cobra. Other way. Bring yourself back to center. Full pranam. Arms go out above the head. Feet come together. Lifting up into locust. Reaching arms away, reaching feet away. Staying, holding, breathing. Lower down to rest. neutral prone. Sway out the hips. Find a cobra pose here. Push that back to tabletop. And tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Pedaling out. Releasing down on your exhale. Pressing chest to thighs, releasing heels towards the back of your mat. Lifting up abdominals here. Preparing for our three-legged dog and knee to elbows. Inhale, right leg goes up. Right knee, right elbow. Push back, three-legged dog. Right knee, left elbow. Push back. Knee comes into the center of the chest. Place the foot. Low lunge. Cactus arms. And just squeeze the arms together. Round the spine. And open into a back bend. Reach the arms up and open to the side. Big, wide, expansive arms in that twisted lunge. Bring the arms up and twist it to the opposite side. Bring the arms up. Hands come down. Let's find a connecting vinyasa of choice, whether that's your kneeling or plank, chaturangas, up dogs or cobras. Back into downward facing dog. Find 5 Ujjayi breaths. Preparing for the left. Lifting up, left leg, three-legged dog. Left knee, left elbow. Push back, three-legged. Left knee, right elbow. Push back, three-legged. Knee comes all the way into the center. Rise high on the tips of those back toes. Placing the foot between the hands for your low lunge. Coming into cactus arms from there. Rounding the spine, pulling navel in and squeezing the arms together. And open it up, cactus arms, little back bend. Arms reach up. Open to the side, twisted lunge, arms expanding. Arms come up, And take it to the opposition side. Arms come up, lower down. Find a connecting vinyasa of choice. And find your down dog. 5 Ujjayi breaths. Looking forward to the front of the mat, either stepping or floating it all the way into your half lift. And exhale, take a fold, maybe with bent knees. Take a hold of the elbows, give yourself a little sway and release. And then release. And press through the feet, use the core, bring yourself all the way up into an upward facing salute. Palms may meet. And bring the hands into Samastiti. Take a moment to pause. Exhaling, hands down, mountain pose. Just letting the afterglow effect come in, wash over you. Maybe taking a drink, taking layers off if you should need to. And let's get into our second flow. Chair pose. Twist a chair to the right. Keep the connection with the elbow, step back left leg, find a twisted prayer lunge. From here, release the left hand down and right arm up to the sky. Twisted lunge there. Right hand comes down, step it forward into your warrior 3. Any variation of arms there. Lowering down into a forward fold at the front of the mat. From here, crow pose, if it is in your practice. Releasing into the fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, press through the feet. Inhale all the way up to stand. Upward facing salute once more. Palms may meet or shoulder width. And hands into heart center. Samastiti. And releasing hands down to the side, mountain pose for a pause. How are we doing? Second side, chair pose flow. Chair pose. Twisted chair to the left. Keep the connection with the elbow to the knee and release the right foot back. Twisted prayer lunge. Release right hand down to the mat, lift up the left. Twisted lunge there. Hand comes down, step it forward, Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Any variation of arms. Close it off as a fold. And then prepare for crow. Releasing down into the fold. Press through the feet. Lift up all the way to upward salute. Once more, hands may meet or shoulder width. And bring center, Samastiti. Let the hands rest down by the sides in mountain pose as you begin to self-regulate the heart rate and your breath. Taking just a few more breaths here, giving ourselves about a minute, minute and a half to settle. Coming back into equilibrium. Upward salute down to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Slow inhale, half lift. Step or float it back through your connecting vinyasas here. Back into downward facing dog. Or maybe a child's pose. Find 5. Slow, long breaths. Shifting into plank, moving towards our side planks, again, finding variations that really work for you here. So whether it's on the forearm or the palm. Find your side planks. Bring it back in through center plank. Over to the left. Back into center plank. Find a connecting vinyasa of choice. It's our last one. Back into downward facing dog. Whenever you're ready, we will all meet in child's pose. And bringing the hands back towards the heels, letting the belly soften down over the thighs, let the head relax towards the mat or onto a block. Notice your breath here might be shorter with the compression of the belly and the chest over the thighs. So you might like to support the head with fists, just lifting the chest up. And let's bring the hands by the side of the knees to roll up super slowly. Through the spine, come into an active kneel. Sit nice and tall. Take a few deep breaths, let the shoulders soften. Gently knitting in the rib cage and pulling in the navel here. It's quite an active posture. Thunderbolt pose. And from here, scooting onto the left cheek. And bringing the right leg around in front for your Ardha Matsyendrasana twist. Bring that back through center. Keep going all the way back around, turning towards the back of your mat, lifting up your knees, legs, and coming into the other side with the left leg in front. And bring yourself back into center. Keep going all the way towards the back of your mat once more. And just bring yourself back into seated. Soles of the feet come together into a butterfly pose. So this is active. We're going to take our two-piece fingers around our big toes and pull ourselves forward. Long spine here, open chest. So try not to round through the spine. Trying to keep those two-piece fingers wrapped around your big toes, maybe placing the thumbs on the top of the big toe there. And then as you come back up, you're going to bring the heels up and then extend those legs up in front of you. Variation of boat pose. Keep the chest nice and lifted. And let's pull it back into that butterfly once more. Press the chest forward, nice and active. We'll do this 3 times. So let's bring ourselves back to seated. Keep hold of those toes. Lift the feet, balance on the sit bones, and extend the legs straight up, closing the hips off from your open hip posture of butterfly. Let's bring the heels together, bring them back down, nice and steady. Once more, press the chest forward. Third and final time. Find the balance. Extend the legs. Lift the chest, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Lift the corners of the mouth for a big smile. Maybe letting go of the toes now into your Navasana boat pose. And release that down. Take the feet wide, drop the knees over, just a gentle release there through the legs and the hips. And this tends to allow us to travel forward. So as we move from cheek to cheek, we start coming towards the front of our mat. And I'm trying to avoid kicking my plant pot. And when you feel that you've got enough room to roll back onto the mat, bring the feet out in front of you, sit nice and tall, and a very slow roll down through the spine. So bringing navel in, exhaling. And there's going to come a point where you're going to feel that you're going to collapse. Try not to. Keep it rolling, each and every vertebra. Round about there. And when you come all the way down, stretch the arms above the head, stretch the legs away. Big, big stretch of the body. Pull navel to spine, spine to mat here. And then scoop the arms around to come into knees to chest. Open out the hips, just release any tightness, any tension there after the Baddha Konasana into those boats. And place the left leg long. Energize that left leg as you extend the right leg up towards the sky. This is your reclined warrior 3. So finding that strong leg position, and maybe the arms lift up and come behind the head, or they can stay out to the side or by the hips, and pulling navel to spine, spine to mat. And bend that right knee, extend it long, release the hands by the side into Shavasana to rest. Allow the body to soften. Right leg active and long, and extend the left up towards the sky. Again, arms can be by the side of the body, out to the side, or a little bit of extra challenge above the head, shoulder width apart. And pulling navel to spine, spine to mat. And then bending the knee, releasing that left leg, releasing the arms back by the body. Once more into Shavasana for a rest. Again, these moments of pause, afterglow. Feel the effects. Feel any after sensations. Right knee pulls in towards the chest. We're going to go for a reclined twist here of any variation you like. Maybe it is a bent legged, or you might like to extend the leg and roll it over into that revolved hand to big toe pose. Again, could be active or passive here in this reclined twist. Breathe in, bring it back into center, and simply change legs. Left knee comes in, right leg goes long. And just find your variation on the other side. Breathe it in, bring it back into the center, and just lower that left leg to meet the right. Take a moment to pause once more in Shavasana. And just sway out through the feet, the ankles, give the calves a little massage, release any heightened kind of tension, energy in the body. This comes up into the hips, give the buttocks a massage, wiggling into the waist, into the rib cage, maybe giving the shoulders a little massage, and then just gently releasing head right and left. Interlace the fingers behind the back of the head. Give the neck a little stretch as you pull the elbows in towards the center, looking along the body, pulling navel to spine, spine to mat. And relax that out. And then bringing soles of the feet together. Left hand onto belly, right hand onto chest, relaxing elbows down by the side of you. Let's find some 3-part yogic breaths here before we come into our final relaxation. So it's a belly, diaphragm, and chest on the inhale, and chest, diaphragm, belly on the exhale. Once more, just self-regulating yourself into your surroundings, into the body. How are you feeling? Noticing the heart rate, noticing the breath, noticing everything about your physical practice today, but how you handled it, reacted, and responded to it emotionally and mentally. Release the hands to the thighs, lifting the legs in towards one another, taking a constructive rest pose here, dropping the knees into the center, spreading out the pelvis, and feet are wide. Hands might be resting on the belly here. Through our practice today, we have kind of stoked the fire, stoked our inner fire. So just being completely aware of our Manipura chakra, our solar plexus, that has guided and supported us through the practice. And preparing for your final relaxation now in Shavasana, making sure that you are warm and you are comfortable, and popping some jumpers on, using props if you need them underneath the knees. Just coming to relaxation. Begin to take a few deeper breaths as you bring your awareness back into your surroundings, back on the mat and back into the body by bringing soft and gentle movement to the extremities, first of all into the fingertips, into the toes. Moving into the wrists and into the ankles. And then deepening the breath as you might deepen the movement, stretching the arms up above the head for a big, big stretch. Maybe stretching into the face with a big yawn. And then gently drawing knees in towards the chest. Rolling, massaging, doing what you need to do, and then rolling over to one side, whichever feels the most comfortable. Just pausing there before coming up to that comfortable seat. And just bringing the hands into Anjali Mudra at heart center. Sitting nice and tall, grounding yourself to the earth through the sit bones, the buttocks, the legs and the feet. And rising from the base of the spine all the way up to the base of the skull, to the crown and beyond, to the sky. Feeling the energy, the inner strength, the fire that you've created for yourself through the practice today. And that you can take that and your own personal intention of our theme into the rest of your day. Always thanking your body, your breath, and your energy for practice. And I thank you. Namaste.